It's a paradise, this country that we live in. When we compare with other countries and how them people suffering.
Hello, Barbados. Most people in Barbados would know me as Betty Douglas and not Betty Parris. I grew up on the South Coast in Christchurch, to be exact. My brother, one of them is living in Canada. My other brothers and sisters, they're still in the Christchurch area. My grandparents are deceased, but I have numerous cousins and one aunt who's still alive in Barbados. I started my primary education at St. Lawrence Girls, and from there I went to the Unique High School in Dallas Road. After I left the Unique High School, I went to Urduson Teachers College, and from Urduson Teachers College to the University of the West Indies. I taught in Barbados for 7 years, and then I immigrated to the United States of America in 1979. Oh my gosh. I came in the summer, so the weather was quite the same as in Barbados. But when winter came, it was a shock to be clothed in gloves, a scarf, a coat, boots, socks, and a hat. I felt like a stuffed animal going through the door. But I had to endure it. When I first came to the United States of America, I started working in a Fortune 500 company as a legal secretary. But while I did that, I realized that teaching was my first love. So I attended Pace University and I did my bachelor's in English with a minor in marketing. And then I went to Brooklyn College and did my master's at Brooklyn College. I taught at Medgar Evers College for some time. First I started in the continuing education section, and then I worked in the freshman as an English teacher, English professor. Ooh, I've been to Barbados many times. My most recent visit was last year. In October, I spent a month there at the Crane, and it was an incredible experience. I wanted to actually visit Barbados this year, but everybody knows that COVID has prevented us from traveling this year, so we are kind of like restricted in our movements. I was very impressed with the infrastructure of Barbados, the buildings, the accessible roads. I think that Barbados is a force to be reckoned with. Its efforts to explore economic opportunities in non-traditional markets in Africa is really a bold step in economic expansion. And then also its linkages to more countries will help foster growth. My suggestions would be to legalize cannabis, because I think that would also will help Barbados economically. I also think that its efforts to make the island a republic, I would love to see it come to fruition, because there's been talk about it for so long from the time of in Barba's time. So I think that would be a great move also. And then I also believe that making use of the sargassum into renewable energy would be another aspect that would forge Barbados forward economically. At one point in time, we were totally dependent on tourism, and now that we've expanded our horizons, I think at least Barbados can be seen as a country that they need to pay attention to. Yes, if you want to travel, do so. I think it would expand your horizon. Don't be afraid to make bold steps, because sometimes we say to ourselves, we don't know what is out there, but you have to explore these opportunities. You definitely should. I do. I want to thank Barbados for the educational framework that it has provided me with. It has instilled in me values, respect. I've learned to communicate and communicate well. And I think that Barbados was definitely responsible for my development as a human being. Thank you, Barbados, for making a great mark.
That we Bajans really making the best country.